Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we're seeing that the metal market is finding a bit of support at the moment ahead of this all-important FOMC meeting later today, in which the Fed is apparently going to be a bit hawkish in its stance on another rate cut. So it's supposed to be another 25 basis rate cut by the end of the year, but a lot of traders and economists alike are saying that there's probably going to be a little bit of hesitancy against the Fed cutting again. We've got job numbers coming this week as well after the 2-month delay in which the US government was shut down. So lots to think about, lots to take into account as well. And we're just looking at gold clearly at the moment because we're just seeing another little price spike with the intent that price action could be a little bit more subdued when the minutes are released because it is now healthily moving above 4,100, $100 move to the upside in just a short space of time. So it is getting kind of back on track to make this V-shaped recovery plausible in the near term at least. So we'll just wait and see if prices are going to start moving that little bit more higher. We've still got quite a long way to go, not even halfway yet to be honest, but at the moment we're just seeing prices starting to have a bit of a lift, but that could actually be a bit of a pullback before we get into tomorrow's session where the Fed is expected to really start and control the market once again, especially as inflation is creeping higher. They might not want to start cutting too aggressively too soon because there is supposed to be a host of big rate cuts coming in 2026, even though we had quite a movement over the course of the pandemic where the Fed was a bit undecided when to start cutting rates, finally started to do it, and now because inflation is creeping away from its 2% target, then this is why we're seeing a bit more of hesitancy and hawkishness from the Fed. So yeah, like we said, 4,100 is remaining a bit of a support now. If we can keep above that particular level, which is roughly about here, we're just seeing prices potentially moving the next step higher, another $50 perhaps in today's session until the FOMC is released. Then we could see a little bit of a shockwave in the market as well. Just want to take your attention to silver as well because the silver market has been quite buoyant. We've seen another push of a couple of dollars higher, and that, like gold, is attempting this V-shaped recovery, but it has actually moved above the halfway stage from its previous decline. So it's trying to get back above 54, which was its previous peak. It's halfway there, like I said, but still a little bit longer to go. Will it get there? We'll have to wait and see. But the metal market has really been driven by obviously the dollar movement, and then the dollar movement has really been driven by the Fed for the last 6 months at least. So let's see what is in store. Obviously, we'll bring you all the latest if there is any big movements from the Fed and in the market, and we'll see how it goes next time around. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.